Welcome to Mishna Masechet Sanhedrin Haktaman Perek Helek, and over here we're continuing with Harambam's introduction to Kol Yisrael Yishlaim Helek Elam Haba, and we're going to speak by the purpose of all other rewards. So, Omnam HaYehudim HaTovim VaNekamot HaRaot HaKtuvot BaTorah. Right. So now everything that's mentioned in the Torah, we have all these pesukim that speak about rewards and punishment in the Torah, and they're physical. So, Hu Masha Asaper Lecha. It's exactly what I'm going to tell you right now. V'huzeh. כי הוא אומר לך, אם תעשה המצוות האלה, מסייע לך על עשייתן והשלמות בהם. If you're going to perform these mitzvot, I'm going to help you perform them and perform them in the best way, in a wholesome manner. ואסיר מעליך המעיקים כולם. I'm going to remove all any stumbling blocks in the way. לפי שהאדם אי אפשר לו לעשות המצוות לא כשהוא חולה ורעב, person can't perform mitzvot when he's sick, when he's hungry, when he's starving, or tzameh, thirsty, lo b'shad milchama al matzor, not when he's at war or under siege. ולכן יעד שיסורו כל אלה העניינים, שיהיו בריאים ושקטים, עד שתשלם להם הידיעה ויזכו לחיי העולם הבא. Right? So now, over here, we're going to remove, Hashem said, remove all of these things, right? So you can be healthy, you'll live quietly, peacefully, in serenity, right? So you could go ahead and perform all these mitzvot, and you school, and you could be zochet to Hayeh Olam Haba. Right? The point of the reward in the Torah is not that the land is a very fruitful and fatty land. It's giving off an abundance of fruit. That's not the purpose of the mitzvot. The purpose of living, a long life is not so you can live a long life. And healthy, right? That's not the ultimate goal. Right? These things help you perform the mitzvot. Now, if a person violates the Torah, so these bad things will happen to them until it prevents them from performing the mitzvah. Right, so that's the pasuk talking about, because you didn't serve God out of happiness and all the abundance, then you're going to, serve your enemies. Right? Now, when you're serving your enemies, the way Hanambam is understanding this pasuk, that's not the ultimate punishment. The punishment is that you cannot serve God now because you're serving your enemies, right? And you can't perform mitzvot. When you look at this and you dwell upon it, you ponder, if you do some of the mitzvot through love, right, and through hishtadlut, I'm going to help you perform them all. I'm going to remove any hindrances, any stumbling blocks in the way. If you're going to leave them in a mocking way, not perform the mitzvot in a mocking way, I'm going to put things to prevent you from performing the mitzvot. Until you won't have any shelemut and no existence in Olam Haba. Sechar mitzvah, uschar avera avera. Most famously, Masechet Avot, and Harambam is very known to use this phrase. The reward of a mitzvah is mitzvah. Meaning what? The reward of performing a mitzvah is the ability to perform more mitzvot, right, in a very wholesome way. And schar avera avera, and the reward of an avera is more averot. What's Gan Eden? Right? It's a physical place on earth. Right? There's rivers flowing, fruit trees that are giving off fruits. Hashem is going to show it to people in the future. Show them how to get there and how to enjoy it. So it could be some very exotic flowers and growth, with great benefits, maybe medicinal benefits, great tastes. That's in addition to what we know already. Because right, none of this is impossible, and you're not too far away from from what we can understand. Right? This is something, even if it wasn't written in the Torah, it's something very believable. And of course, since it's written in the Torah and publicized. Right? So Hanambam understands Gan Eden as a physical place that Hashem will show us, reveal to us in the future. Omnam Gehinom. What's Gehinom? Hushem letzar u'onesh yasig l'rishayim. Right, this is something painful that the Rishayim will experience. Ve'lo porash b'tamut b'toar zeh ha'onesh. The Gemara didn't explain what this punishment is. Ela yesh omrim ki Hashem ishtikla b'hem tisrefem. Says that they'll be burnt from the sun. V'rayatam al zeh ma shneimar hineh hayom ba bo'er ketanur. Right, they bring a proof from Malachi that they'll be burnt, right, like a furnace, like an oven. Uksatam omrim ki hu hamud zara. It's something foreign, something external that's going to something new that will burn their bodies and burn them. Right. So Rambam explains also something over here that as that's Gehinnom. What's Hayat HaMetim? What's Hayat HaMetim? So Rambam already explained, but he's going to explain over here. Right? It's a principle from a principle of faith from the Torah Moshe Rabbeinu. Right? A person cannot be, connect to the religion of Judaism if he doesn't believe in Tahiyat HaMetim. About who that tzaddikim, but no, it's for the tzaddikim, only for the tzaddikim. V'chen hu lashon bereshit rabbah. Givurat Geshamim letzadikim v'larishayim, utchayat hametim letzadikim b'levad. Right, Givurat Geshamim, the benefit of rain falling, right? That goes, the benefit is for tzadikim and rishayim, but hayat hametim is only for tzadikim. Ve'ech yuhyu rishayim v'hem metim afilu b'hayahem. How do you expect rishayim to come back into hayat hametim if they're considered dead even in their lifetime? V'chen amru rishayim afilu b'hayahem kiruim metim. Tzadikim afilu mitatam kirum hayim. Right, this is the statement in Masechet Berachot. Rishaim, even when they're alive, they're considered dead, and tzadikim, when they're dead, they're even considered alive. Veda ki adam yeshlo lamut be'chreach. Man will 100% die. V'pared lemash urkav mimena, and he'll be separated from what he was made from. Omnam yamot Mashiach. What's yamot Mashiach? Uzman shetashuv hamalchut leYisrael v'yachziru le'eretz Yisrael. Right, very interesting way Rambam explains Yemot Mashiach. Yemot Mashiach is something very physical, right? And what is it going to be? It's going to be, we're going to return, kingdom, right? Malchut will return back to Israel, and we will return to living in Eretz Israel. Right, this will be a great king. Ubet Malchuto b'Tzion yigdal shemo. Will have a great name from Tzion. V'zichro yeh melo hagoyim yoter min hamelech Shlomo. Will have such a great name throughout the nations, even greater than the king Shlomo. V'yashlimu uto kol ha'amot. All the nations want to make peace with them, peace with Israel. V'yavduhu kol ha'aratzot. They'll come to serve them. Letzedek hagadol v'niflot shiyu al yado. Right, because all the greatness and all the tzedek, right, all the righteousness that they perform. Anyone that comes up stands up against Israel in those days, Yemot Mashiach, Yabedehu Hashem yit'alev yimsor oto biyado. Right, Hashem will destroy them. Right, all the Pesukim speak to the success, his success and the nation's success. Right, it's amazing how much we could relate to so much of this today, and you really feel like we're at the beginning of this period. Nothing in reality will change from what it is now, right? But Malchut will return back to Israel. Right? Rambam famously takes this and he says there's no difference between Mot Mashiach and today, except for the Shi'abud and the Malchuyot, right? The Malchuyot, other nations serving us, right? Ashirim ve'evyonim. Yes, in the days of the Mashiach, there will be rich people and poor people. Gibonim halashim keneged zulatam. Right? There will be strong people, weak people. Everything relative. But it'll be very easy for people to find their food, right? To be able to live. Right? With a little work, he'll have great outcome. right? Israel will come and give forth, ready-made cakes, right? Baked bread from the ground, right? And bigdem meshi that's gonna, bring forth a gross silk, right? Not that it's actually going to do this, but it's going. Rambam explains in Mashal that it'll be so easy to access. It's like a phrase. Right? If someone finds something that's already done, it came to him easy. Oh, he already found baked bread. Right? He found the cooked dish. Right, we see that even at the end of the days when Yeshaya was talking, he's still talking about farmers, right? So there's still going to be some type of working. It's just going to be easy. Right, Rabban Gamliel, when he said Shaman, right, when he said Bagmara Sham, right, what did he say? Al Talmido, כשלא הבין דברו, when someone didn't understand, וחשב שהוא על פשוטו, he thought it was just the pshat he was saying, ושיעור קביעה השגתו, ולא הייתה אותה תשובה אמיתית. Right? Rabbi Gila just like blew him off a little. והראיה שלא השיב לו על אמיתו, מה שהביא ראיה, על טען כסיל כאיוולתו, ענה כסיל כאיוולתו. Right? Explain, answer everyone based on their understanding, their knowledge. והתועלת הגדולה שתהיה באותם ימים, היא שננוח משעבוד מלכויות. Okay, so now the greatest, the toilet, the purpose, the focus then is we're not going to have any worshipping of other nations, which, right, prevent us from performing mitzvot, right? That's the benefit of Yemot HaMashiach. And what's going to be תרבה החוכמה, כמו שנאמר, כי מנער שדיעת אדוני, וישבתו המלחמות, right? Everyone will understand God. There won't be wars, כמו שנאמר, לא ייסעו גוי לא חרב, ותהיה נמצאת בימים ההם שלמות רבה. There'll be great שלמות, ונזכה בה לחיי הבא. And through this, we will merit in חיי העולם הבא. You see, everything is coming back to עולם הבא. Yamut, right? According to Harambam, the Mashiach will die, right? Again, because we're living a physical existence, and all physical bodies will have to die in the end. So even after Yemot Mashiach, even after, right, the Tahayat HaMetim, we will once again die. This is Harambam's opinion. Right, his son and his grandson, right? It will be a monarchy. Right, and the Navi Yeshaya already spoke about the death of the Mashiach. Lo yechev lo yarutz ayatzim ba'aretz mishpat. V'ti'arech Malchuto Yamim Rabim Ad Meod, a very long kingdom. ויערכו חיי בני אדם גם כן, people live long lives, לפי כשיסרו הדאגות והגיונות, יערכו ימי אדם, because when people don't have to worry, there's no wars, right? They'll live longer lives. ואין לתמוה שתקיים מלכותו על אלפים מן השנים. It's not something so far-fetched, not so far-fetched. You shouldn't be astonished that his malchut will last for thousands of years. לפי שחכמים אמרו, כי הקיבוץ הטוב כשיתקבץ לא במהרה ייפרד, when we have the greatest kibbutz galuyot, not in right, it won't disperse, it won't break out quickly. ואין אנו מקווים למות המשיח לרוב התבואות והעושר. We're not longing for the days of Mashiach to have wealth and have a great crop. לא שנרכב על סוסים, not so we could ride on horses, right? Not so we could all drive around in the fanciest cars. ולא לשתות יין במיני הזמר, not so we could go ahead and drink in pubs, כמו שמחשבים מבולבלי הדעת, like the confused people think. אבל התאוו הנביאים והחסים ממות משיח, why are the נביאים והחסים ממות משיח? ורבתה תשוקתם להם, ומה שיהיה בו מקיבוץ הצדיקים. צדיקים are going to gather, והנהגת הטובה והחוכמה, וצדק המלך ורוב יושרו, right? We'll have a great way, חוכמה, the righteousness of the king, have a straight path, והפלגת חוכמתו קרבותו לאלוהים, we'll have great חוכמה and a closeness to God, כמו שנאמר, אדוני אמר אליי בניעתה, אני היום ידידתיך, ועשיית כל המצוות תורת משה רבינו עליו השלום, מעין התעשלות ועצלה ולא אונס, כמו שנאמר, ולא ילמדו עוד איש את רעהו ואיש את אחיו לאמור, דעו את אדוני כי כולם ידעו אותי, למקטנם ועד גדולם. Right? So you see all the performance of mitzvot, people won't be a little, mitrashel in the mitzvot. They'll focus on them, right? As in the days like the Pesukim and Yirmiyahu speak about, I'm going to remove their stone heart from them. And through this, we'll be able to reach Olam Haba with a hasaga, with a strong hasaga.